about some historic homes in Kalamazoo County.
Babs Herman and Dan Kilgore are here to tell us about the Historic Homes Tour and, more importantly, how it benefits the Kalamazoo Symphony Orchestra League. Thank you so much both for being here with us today. So, you know, this is the time of the year we think about parade of homes and new homes, but these are really historic homes that people are going to get a chance to see.
Exactly.
Old homes.
Old homes. That's right. Babs, tell us about it.
Thank you. Well, Dan, perhaps you would like to start talking about the homes.
Well, we got together. I have to tell you that we're talking about fundraising last summer. How much juice can you squeeze out of an orange before you turn to lemons?
Yes, exactly.
And it's just difficult to do that. And we decided that people will still spend $20 or $25 to go on a home tour. And I agreed to have my home on a home tour. And canvassing the area, looking for our house to buy 12 years ago, I knew the houses. And the most amazing thing about it was that I knocked on the doors of these people that I didn't even know.
Wow.
Told them, you know, I just
want your house.
Love. Well, this is after I had purchased mine. And I just complimented them on what they'd done, and they invited me in.
Oh, wonderful.
One house I was there for 2 hours, and then asked them, would you be willing to show your house? I did that 6 times.
Wonderful.
4 people invited me in and agreed to be on this tour.
So let's talk about where this is and a little bit about the time in which these homes were built.
Okay. The homes are all located in the Alamo Township area, which is about 10 miles north of Kalamazoo on 131 off of D Avenue, or 30 miles south of Grand Rapids. The age of the homes, the oldest house on the tour was built in 1846.
And we're taking a look at some of the pictures here. I mean, these are just magnificent structures.
3 of the homes were built in the 1860s, which was back when President Lincoln was in
You think
the
about
president.
that time. I mean, these are families that were living here back then. And we look at them now, and they seem somewhat contemporary, but these were homes that were quite luxurious at the time. I mean, does it really talk about the history of the area and some of the people that were able to live in these types of homes
Absolutely.
back then?
Yes.
Absolutely. When you think that Michigan was a new state and we were bordered by water, everybody thought that we were a swampland. So they finally discovered and started buying up this land. In my house, for instance, a father came with 4 sons and a daughter, 630 acres. And as you come out of Alamo, 4 houses were sons' homes and 1 of them was a daughter, that they all farmed together. And I have to say, fairly affluent families. There's one farmhouse that may not have been quite so much, but the rest of them were large farms. And now they're owned by professional people who have actual professional jobs in the Kalamazoo and Grand Rapids area. And they have taken on the task of maintaining them.
And how there has to be a lot of pride that goes along with owning a home like this. And to be able to showcase it, to open the doors, to benefit such a wonderful organization. Tell people about the ticket prices, how they get the tickets, and when exactly the tour is going on.
Be happy to, Terry. The tickets are $20 in advance or $25 at the door. We have ticket outlets at Steinmart, the Kalamazoo Symphony Orchestra office on the Kalamazoo Mall, Don's Card Hut, the Alamo Antique Depot in Alamo, and also the Mercantile in Kalamazoo.
Nice.
This is so nice. This is the first time you're putting this together, so to have some great support would be nice. And also a little bit about the organization it's benefiting, the Kalamazoo Symphony Orchestra League. How will this be helpful to what they're doing?
Well, this is helpful to the children's programs. The league is interested in sponsoring education programs for children. For instance, this past March, the Kalamazoo Orchestra played before 13,000 students for the whole week during the month of during 1 week during the month of March.
Wow.
And we just encourage young musicians in the community
to see that.
Yeah, it is such a blessing. And Dan, for you personally, why are you involved in this? Of course, you love your home, you love music, you love the community.
I am into preservation.
Yeah.
The land sprawl. I think that if people could just understand that you can take an older home and do something with that rather than tear them down or build new ones, I would like to exhibit that. I also want people to understand that the gardens, people are sustaining themselves with their own food. I personally have 3 acres of asparagus that I'm selling for 6 weeks.
And
period
the
of time.
frost didn't get your crop
It
this
did.
year?
It did, but in 2 days it's back
It's
again.
back again? Wonderful.
Yes.
Okay.
So just to wander the yards and the lawns and in these places it's very invigorating for people to return to the country and just take a deep breath.
Plus, I'm sure that having your home on tour, you've gotten those projects that you've been meaning to do taken care of.
You know what? I just had a load of mulch delivered this afternoon.
Exactly.
I'm in those gardens.
I had my home on tour once. I know exactly
Did you?
what you mean.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for coming
Oh,
in.
you're welcome. Thank you for
so much
having us.
success. It's going to be great, I know.
Thank you.
Thank you
doing
both
this.
so very much.
Thanks for being
having
here.
us.
We'll be right back.
All right.